Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. David V. Lewis, and I am serving as this year's Master of Ceremonies. Please join me in welcoming the principal of Hamilton J. Robichaud High School, Mr. James Mallett.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Stiles Simmons, platform guests, parents, relatives, and friends. Good evening. I offer a hearty congratulations and give my best wishes for the future for each and every member of this new class of 22-24. Parents, this is your day too. Enjoy it, cherish it, and please know that it is our sincere hope that this day marks the beginning of a prosperous and successful journey and rewarding life for your child. To ensure that the graduation is off to a good start, please silence all cell phones and electronic communication devices at this time. To honor our graduates, please remain in your seats. Today, as our graduates walk down the aisles, some of them will be adorned with a white cord, and some will have gold cords, blue cords. Some will have sashes that say from Trio. All of these mean different things. The white cords represent the 3.5 and higher GPA. The gold cords represent the 3.0 or higher GPA. Several students have been given medals for math excellence, science excellence, social studies, English attendance, and honor roll. Graduates who earned those medals will wear them today and wear them with pride. We also have students who are wearing a white stole that they received from our TRIO program. That stole represents the work that they have accomplished in the TRIO program. We want to make sure that we recognize the greatness of our students. The blue cords represent the National Honor Society, which is a new initiative we started this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and receive our graduating class of 2024 and remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem.
I have the distinct honor to introduce to you our district superintendent, Stiles Simmons. This is Dr. Simmons' 6th year as superintendent of Westwood Community School District, and he has worked tirelessly for our district and the children we serve. Dr. Simmons earned his bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees from Wayne State University. Prior to becoming Westwood superintendent, he was superintendent of Baldwin Community Schools in Baldwin, Michigan. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Stiles Simmons.
Thank you. Today marks the 63rd commencement for the Westwood Community School District. The Westwood Community School District continues to thrive because of a special group of people who I would like to recognize at this time. First, I would like to recognize the Westwood Community School District Board of Education. Westwood is fortunate to have a caring, hardworking, and dedicated school board. This board has achieved many awards and accolades to include the Standard of Excellence Award bestowed by the Michigan Association of School Boards. Our board members are Mr. Tim Emery, President. Ms. Angela Hopkins, Vice President. Ms. Cheryl Bell, Secretary. Ms. Narabia Little, Trustee. Ms. Sarah Ward, Trustee. And our student board member, Ms. Michaela Morrell. In their absence, Mr. Donald Willis, Treasurer, and Mr. Roderick Means, Trustee. I thank them for their leadership and their support. Please join me in giving them another round of applause. We also have the mayor of the city of Dearborn Heights and the mayor of the city of Inkster in attendance. Please recognize Mayor Bill Bozzi of Dearborn Heights and Mayor Byron Nolan of Inkster. I also want to recognize a group of individuals who work countless hours and do amazing work to move the school district forward. The team from the central office, I thank them for their service. It is great to see the teachers and staff from Robichaud, Westwood North Academy, and Westwood Virtual Academy who are present. Also, the principals, teachers, and staff from our elementary and middle schools are here today to show their support for our graduates. Would all the Westwood team members please stand? Let's give it up for them. Hope you didn't forget what team you're on. Thank you. You may be seated. A special thank you to Ms. Trudy Murray for leading the planning for this graduation ceremony for this school year. With assistance from Robichaud High School Principal, Mr. James Mallett, Robichaud Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Robert C. And Westwood North and Virtual Academy Director, Mr. Todd Oldford. Last but not least, thank you parents and guardians for supporting your child over the years. Thank you for sending your child to Westwood, and thank you in advance for what you are going to do beyond this day. Because today represents not the end, but the beginning. To the graduates, soon you will be part of an elite group, the Westwood Alumni Association. I hope that you take with you the pride and affection that roughly 4,000 former graduates have for Westwood. At this time, we ask all of the alumni of Westwood to please stand. who graduated from Westwood. Please stand. Thank you. Can't hide that bulldog pride. Uh-oh. It's been said over and over, but bears repeating. This day marks the beginning of a new life ahead. So graduates, as you take your high school diploma and move forward to either a four-year university, community college, vocational training program, and/or the armed forces, I wish you nothing but success. Congratulations, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Dr. Simmons. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Mr. James Hall, who will give alumni greetings. Mr. Hall graduated from Robichaud in 1974. He is from a Westwood family, as his older brothers graduated from the former Roosevelt High School and Robichaud. Mr. Hall was a star student athlete while at Robichaud. He was an honor roll student while also playing football, baseball, basketball, and track. He attended Eastern Michigan University on a football scholarship and majored in speech and public relations. After his college playing days, he played for several NFL teams for 3 years. He subsequently retired from the NFL and began a career with United Airlines. Mr. Hall is married and is the father of 4 children. He is currently coaching students at John Glenn High School. At this time, please join me in welcoming Mr. James Hall.
Good evening to the Robichaud High School. Mr. Mallett, Mr. Stiles, the administration, teachers, coaches, our school board and parents, and of course, congratulations, mighty class of Hamilton J. Robichaud, class of 2024. Give yourselves a hand. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. While we're there, let's reflect. Let's reflect on who we are, okay? I heard a few of them out there, but let's get it for real. Let's hit that bulldog bark on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. That's who we are. That's who we are. My name is James Hall. I'm a 1974 graduate. That was 50 years ago this week. Ooh, I'm young. But I bleed red, black, and white, believe it. I'm humbled to stand before you and simply quite blessed. I don't want to be here long, okay? You guys got parties, dinners, gifts, and fun to get into this evening, so this will not be a long drawn out, okay? Traditional Uber academia field speech, 10, 15 minutes. Give me a couple of minutes, but I hope to leave you some food for thoughts, graduates. Question: our yearbooks through the years usually have a statement, a word. It's called Bjorken. We know what Bjorken means? It's a secret, huh? I bet some of these guys know what Bjorken means, right? Well, it's in the old English dictionary, the origin and history describe it as, back in the year 1200 AD, to bark, to rumble. Merriam-Webster's German, to bark. Even when we write the word bark, we describe it with woof woof, right? Class of 2024, as you step into an exciting, fresh, wide open world out there that's waiting for you, begging for you, hoping for you, celebrating you, anticipating you, loving you, and oh yeah, let's not forget ready to hate on you. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yes, there will be haters, jealous of your youth, your style, your voice, your ideas, your hair, and your intellect. Okay? There will be doubters at college jobs, careers, things for new beginnings that'll question you. Ephesians 6:12 in the Bible, if you'll excuse me, please, says, "We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Scripture also tells us to put on the full armor of God, okay, to protect ourselves from these haters, okay? They out there, doubters, naysayers. Hey, but 2024, hey, you know something that you Bulldogs have got, that you've got to use against all of this? Bjorken. You gotta bark. You gotta rumble, okay? You got to fight out here. I'm gonna give it to you real. You gotta stand on your business. Ain't that what y'all say? Say it again. Y'all gotta stand on your business, okay? Oh, I struck a nerve, huh? Well, that's what we're saying now. And also, you gotta stand on your nickname. The Bulldog. You must be strong, have a swagger, be confident, be prepared to fight. Use your smarts. Bulldogs are smart. Be tenacious, scratch and claw and bite. Be athletic, be fair, but be courageous. Be kind and be classy. Be lovable, be cautious, respectful, and be Bjorken and rumble. Finally, class of 2024, let's rumble. Let's be great. Finish what you start. And don't forget that address of 3601 Janet Avenue, where it is, what it is. Don't forget your classmates and teachers, these fine principals and teachers, staff, even the custodians, coaches who love you. They went through it with you, okay? Don't forget them. And don't forget to be Bjorken. Before I walk, can we get a ferocious bark as I leave you? Do that. Woof, 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 woof. Thank you, and I love you.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. At this time, Dr. Simmons has a presentation for you.
Mr. Hall, on behalf of the Westwood Board of Education and Administration and staff, I want to thank you for your remarks. Speaking of standing on business, we have some Bulldog swag, or as the young people say, drip. Got a nice gym bag, and inside we have a few Bulldog items. And then in this bag, we make sure that you dripped out in the red and black and white and Adidas. Okay. All right? Wear it with pride.
Thank you, Dr. Simmons. At this time, two students will receive scholarships from Equipped. Equipped is a local 501c3 nonprofit organization that was established in 2014 to provide academic enrichment and personal development programs for youth from Inkster and the surrounding communities. Tonight, Equipped will award 2 scholarships to Robichaud High School graduates from the class of 2024 in the amount of $1,000 each. The first scholarship will be presented by Mr. Earl Hood Jr. of Hood Car Care in memory of Earl Hood Sr. The second scholarship will be presented by Dr. Fleta Shaw Fleming on behalf of Friends of Equipped. After the students' names are announced, they are to sit in the row behind me with their classmates. At this time, the presenters will come to the center podium and share their exciting news.
Good evening, Bulldogs. Let's have some energy in this room. These scholars here have deserved the celebration tonight, and we're just honored to be a part of it. Okay, now, set the record straight. Mr. Hall, Denny, was in the class of '74, and he did all of those amazing athletic and academic accomplishments. But I just want you to know, standing before you is the captain of the cheerleaders of the class of '73, all right? So we could go, we are the Bulldogs, the mighty, mighty Bulldogs, but we won't. I am Dr. Fleming, and I am a proud alum of Robichaud High School, and it gives me such pleasure to be here tonight to award 3 students with scholarships tonight. So, yes, I am just pleased to introduce our very generous scholarship donors. The first scholarship is from Hood Car Care Clinic, which is located in Detroit, in memory of Earl Hood Sr. His son, Earl Hood Jr., is here, who is the sponsor of the first $1,000 scholarship. Friends of Equipped, our sponsor of that scholarship tonight, is the family of Nicole Shaw Reed. And we have a third scholarship, which is a surprise to me as well. And Equipped, I know that's right, and Equipped's recipient from 2020 has now graduated from the University of Michigan 3 weeks ago in the class of 2024. And she has generously donated $500 to add a third scholarship for tonight. That's Michaela Glenn. Now, her scholarship is called Get Down and Don't Play. And I love it because this third scholarship recipient is someone who demonstrated from their scholarship application that they had a very rocky start in the world of academia at Robichaud High School. But they persevered. And even though they didn't have the grade point average, they had the bulldog spirit and the tenacity. And we could just see their transcript getting more and more reflective of a hard worker, enthusiastic, get down, don't play kind of student. So we're happy to announce that tonight as well. So to the brave, unstoppable, learned and laudable, dognacious, outstanding graduating seniors, we would like to present the Earl Hood Senior Hood Car Care Scholarship to
Malachi Moss.
Come on up, Malachi. And I forgot to bring Malachi will receive a $1,000 scholarship to support him on his journey to higher education at Western Michigan. At Western Michigan.
I'm going to Central State now.
Oh, Central State now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Michigan State.
Central State.
Yeah, okay.
HBCU.
Okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about. All right. So Malachi, you and Mr. Hood, come right here. The Nicole Shaw Reed Scholarship for $1,000 will go to Maya Riley Van Sant. Come on up, Maya. And as Maya is coming, this is really my favorite scholarship, the Get Down, Don't Play scholarship. And it's gonna go to
Talina Hood.
Congratulations. Where's Talina? Come on, Talina, give it up for Talina. Talina says she's gonna get down and she ain't gonna play. Congratulations. All right, you guys can take your seat. Thank you so much, Bulldogs, and keep it going. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Fleming. Let's give another round of applause for Hood Car Care and Friends of Equip. Also, another round of applause for our scholarship recipients. Okay. At this time, I want to introduce the senior class battalion commander. The cadet battalion commander is a mature cadet, willing to accept responsibility, delegate authority, and supervise subordinates effectively. They have the ability to multitask by maintaining control of the battalion, their grades, and any extracurricular activities they are involved in. They set the standard and direction of the battalion and lead by example. The battalion commander gets to develop tomorrow's leaders personally and make a difference by implementing new ideas and policies that help the battalion run smoothly. The battalion commander controls the staff through the battalion executive officer and the companies through the company commanders. Also, the battalion commander serves as a link between all cadets and the JROTC instructors. Ultimately, the battalion commander is responsible for all the battalion does or fails to do. The battalion commander is the highest ranking cadet holding the highest position in JROTC. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Honor Johnson as she comes to the podium.
Good evening to all of you, family, friends, staff, and faculty in the class of 2024. And thank you so much for being here today. I am Robichaud's proud to be Battalion Commander Honor Johnson. JROTC has been one of the biggest impactful things in my life. For the past 4 years, ROTC has shaped me to become more of a leader and understand my strengths and weaknesses. They don't define me, just more room for me to better myself as an individual. Being a young cadet and then becoming the mentor and leader for young cadets was a big transition, but it was the best part of JROTC. It meant that something I had a passion for could spread amongst the hearts of young individuals. I saw a difference in so many cadets within a matter of months. Cadets became eager to learn and started to grow as individuals. With the more stubborn students, there was more drilling, and it wasn't at all easy. Some of them walked out and some stayed, but the cadets that stayed, they grew, a better mentality, and wanted to progress. Those were the freshmen of this year, and the year before, and the year before that one. At the start of my freshman year, I was completely virtual, and when I saw JROTC on my schedule, I was just so interested in what JROTC is. And then I saw the word Army. I wanted my schedule changed immediately. Long story short, I was stuck with JROTC. So joining in the first Google Meet, I met my senior Army instructor, Sergeant Jackson. Y'all, give her a hand, I love her. The mission is to motivate young people to be better citizens, but Sergeant's mission was to define my leadership and bring me out of my shell. My first step was saying my name during the icebreaker, something every class has in common at the beginning of the year, something we all dread when a new year starts. But at that moment, my stomach dropped, And then I unmuted and said my name. That was freshman year. Then I'm standing in front of my whole battalion giving out orders and creating calendars and making calls. Now it has all come to an end. I never thought it would be within a blink of an eye. It's all over. And now I stand here amongst you all. I've won all of these trophies, awards, ribbons, and certificates. But my biggest trophies are the people, time, and the good and bad memorable moments. Even through the smallest of interactions, they are each to be treasured. And surely my decorated embellishments can never amount to my parents, friends, and family. We have captured all of these pictures, and yet we can't capture time. And we surely can't capture people. So don't do that, y'all, that's illegal. And never take part in those activities. But all these shiny and colorful things look really good on me, on my uniform, and they demonstrate all of my hard work, leadership, skills, grit, achievement, and outstanding grades. I've overcome so many things and learned to become resilient within those hard times. I laughed through all of school and cackled, but things got serious when I went into JROTC. With each promotion, my sense of authority increased, and I became articulate and more organized and able to interact with more people. It had become easier, but if I had limited myself to one less opportunity, I wouldn't be who I am today. All of the praises and thanks to God, because He said I have bigger and better things to do. What I thought would be my most unlikable class became my biggest upgrade in self-development. Going to staff camp and giving a speech in front of the colonel and the feedback was not desirable. I cried my eyes out because JROTC was so important to me. I cried about every mistake I made at staff camp, but Sergeant Jackson hugged me and told me I did great. She had said it like I won a Grammy. I felt proud at that moment, and I bawled my eyes out because I didn't think I had said enough or looked up enough at the colonel. I have always critiqued myself because I always wanted to excel beyond just enough. I will forever appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Sergeant, for believing in me and seeing my potential and pushing me to become a better and great leader. In JROTC, I learned that helping one person can help another person, and it goes a long way. And that's what a chain of command is. People of authority helping each other to help our upcoming generations of leadership achieve an overall mission and our goal of bettering ourselves as individuals, motivating young people to be better citizens. Thank you for letting me share how JROTC has helped me grow.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you 4 dynamic students who have uniquely displayed exceptional leadership qualities and outstanding academic achievement. The first student gracing the stage will be Robichaud's senior class president, Nariah Jones. And then we will hear from Robichaud High School's salutatorian, Honor Johnson. And then the class of 2024 valedictorian, Sierra Jones. And Westwood North Academy and Westwood Virtual Academy 2024 class representative, Mr. Andre Moss. Please help me welcome Miss Nariah Jones.
Good evening to all faculty, staff, friends, family, and the class of 2024. I am Nariah Jones, the senior class president at Robichaud High School. I thank and appreciate everyone who took the time out to gather here today to celebrate the class of 2024. I am very honored to have this opportunity as the senior class president to speak out about this wonderful class of 2024 and our experiences. When I first came to Robichaud as a sophomore, I was such a shy and quiet person, not saying a word to anyone. The only time I spoke was when I was asked questions by the teacher or was presenting a project. The 15-year-old me that walked into Robichaud compared to the 17-year-old me leaving Robichaud today has definitely come a long way. I have met so many amazing people and friends I'm glad to say that I will be leaving high school with and entering the real world. Now, on to senior year. Let's just say senioritis is real. At the beginning of the year, many of us were so happy to begin the senior experience, but I was so ready for it to be over. Some of us came in with a plan to achieve a specific GPA and prepare ourselves to enter a new career. Everything didn't happen as planned, but that's okay. 12th grade was very much so a journey, meeting new people, becoming friends with people we least expected, and becoming different people we didn't expect to become for the better. There were many ups and downs, and sometimes a few of us feel like giving up and shutting down. But meeting new people and joining new clubs has introduced me to a world of such high confidence that I thought I could never reach, including being the senior class president. One thing I've learned throughout the years is that no matter what you do, you cannot please everyone, and that is okay. I've learned to do what makes me happy, do what makes you feel amazing and successful, because in the end, it's only you living your life. It's you that's going to college, it's you that's going to the Army, it's you that'll be doing those mental checks, making sure you're okay. It's only you. Yes, of course, there are going to be people by your side encouraging to do and be better, but you can have people motivate you to be better if you don't have the mindset to want better for yourself. To my fellow graduates, as we leave this ceremony, we will leave with our heads held high, with positivity on our minds. We did it, we made it. We can finally look back at the stress we called each other and laugh. None of that come out to this very moment of pure gratitude. None of that could stop us from saying that we've all grown closer to one another throughout those tough times. Some of us came into our senior year with expectations that changed, but we still managed to make it an amazing year. Some of the experience I will never forget with each and every one of you is our trip to Cedar Point for Halloween weekend, our senior trip to Wisconsin, which was one of the best experiences, being able to spend time with all of you outside of school and doing something fun, our trip to the apple orchard, we was ground at a place for kids, crazy. We will always have a great time together. And of course, we bickered and argued, but we made it through. As we step off into the future and become adults and start to venture off on our own, let us carry the memories, the lessons, and the friendship that have shaped us into the remarkable individuals that we are today. Whether we go to college, join the workforce, or embark on a different path, let us carry the values of integrity and kindness. As we look towards our future, let us do it with hope, courage, and optimism. Let us embrace our future with an open heart and an open mind, knowing that with each new challenge comes an opportunity for growth and discovery. Never say that you can't do it. You made it this far, therefore anything is possible and anything can be done as long as you put your mind and heart into it. There are adventures that await us and endless possibilities that lie ahead. To our teachers, coaches, mentors, and parents, we thank each and every one of you for all the time you spent teaching us, believing in us, and working us to get us to where we are right now. Your wisdom and unwavering support has shaped us into the individuals that we are. You've instilled in us a love for learning, a thirst for knowledge, and a belief in our potential. So many people here have inspired us in many ways to not only be better people for ourselves, but for younger kids that look up to us. So thank you. I would like to thank Mr. Mallett. Mr. Mallett and I didn't talk often until last year. I've had some amazing talks with him, and he gave me such great advice. We've had great conversations about a few things that were happening, like relationships and other crazy teenager experiences. Not only is Mr. Mallett a great principal, but he can be a great therapist. I appreciate him for everything he has done and all of his great advice. And there are two very special women that I would like to personally thank. First, starting with Sergeant Jackson. I've only known Sergeant Jackson for 2 years, but during those 2 years, she has really inspired me in the most astounding ways ever. I never in life would have thought that I would end up going to the Army. But after participating in JROTC and learning everything that I learned, I am proud to say that I will be joining the United States Army. I enjoy working with the younger students and teaching them what you've taught me. Mentoring the new-led ones this year was difficult, but in the end, I'm glad to say that I had the opportunity to do it. I'm glad to say that I inspired younger cadets to do what I've done. You pushed me towards greatness, and it was tough, But overall, I really enjoyed these experiences. I thank you for only knowing me for such a short period of time and seeing potential in me that I hadn't seen in myself. I thank you so much for that. You shaped many of us, including myself, into leaders that we aspire to be. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank the very amazing, the most hardworking, strong-willed, determined woman ever, Miss Ray. I look up to Miss Ray as more than just a teacher, but also a mentor. One thing that I will always love about Miss Ray is that she will always tell you what it is and what you need to know. She will not sugarcoat anything, whether it be something you want to hear or don't want to hear. You can always count on her to say it. She made it happen for the senior class. I will never take anything Miss Ray has done for me in the senior class for granted, and I will always appreciate everything she has done. Thank you so much for patiently working with us. Congratulations to the class of 2024. As we get ready to begin this journey, I just want to say I love you all, and I'm thankful to have met each and every one of you. Thank you, everyone, all of the parents, families, and friends for coming out to support us. And with that, Senior Class President Araya Jones and the class of 2024 is out. And next, we will hear from Robichaud salutatorian Honor Johnson.
Thank you, Ma. I am Robichaud salutatorian. Guys, again, I don't feel like going through that. Okay, we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes, okay? Exceed farther beyond the eyes of others and beyond the limitations of yourself. I urge you, my fellow graduates, to never lose sight of your dreams, passions, and your values. Hold fast to your beliefs, your integrity, and your sense of purpose, for these are the guiding lights that will lead you towards success and fulfillment. Remember that greatness lies not in the destination, but in the journey itself. In the moments of growth, discovery, and transformation that shapes us into the best versions of ourselves. As we approach this new chapter of our lives, let us embrace change with open hearts and open minds. Let us be willing to step outside of our comfort zones to take risks and explore new opportunities that come our way. For it is in these moments of uncertainty and challenge that we discover our true potential and our true strength and our true capacity for greatness. When we first embarked on this journey, we were filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. We were eager to learn, grow, and challenge ourselves in the ways we never thought was possible. We faced countless obstacles along the way, from late-night studying sessions to daunting exams, but we never wavered in our commitment to achieving our goals. Throughout our time here, we have not only acquired knowledge and skills, but also forging lifelong friendships, discovered our passions, and learned valuable life lessons. We have been shaped and molded by our experiences, both inside and outside the classroom, and we have emerged as stronger, more resilient individuals because of them. As we prepare to turn the page of the next chapter of our lives, we must remember the lessons we have learned here and carry them with us wherever we go. We must continue to push ourselves out of our comfort zones, embrace new challenges, and never stop learning and growing. We must strive to make a positive impact on the world around us and to use our knowledge and skills to make positive change. Today, as we don our caps and gowns and receive our diplomas, let us take a moment to express our gratitude to all of those who have supported us along the way. To our families who have stood by us through thick and thin, offering unwavering love and encouragement. To our professors who have inspired and challenged us to reach new heights of achievement. To our friends who have been our pillars of strength, and to our sources of laughter and joy. Our friends who have been, today as we don, oh, that's us. Hold on, y'all. And with countless sacrifices made in pursuit of our goals, each challenge we have overcome, each setback, and what we have faced has shaped us into the individuals we are. Congratulations, class of 2024. I would now like to welcome Robichaud's valedictorian, Sierra Jones. Good evening, teachers, parents, faculty members, and graduates of 2024. My name is Sierra Jones, and I am the class of 2024 valedictorian. There are a million ways to describe high school, but for me, high school was a spiritual battle. Since my first year of high school all the way down to my last, I've experienced things that shaped and changed me. Things like school drama, relationships, stress, work, parents, friends, and teachers. High school is filled with mistakes, always has been and always will be, but that's how it should be. Without our mistakes, how will we grow? Without high school, we wouldn't be able to grow from children to teenage to adults. Parents don't see a growing teenager, they see a teenager trying to be grown. But as teenagers, it's human nature to grow and develop. And although many people say they hated high school, all of them can name at least one lesson they learned or discovered. It doesn't have to be academically, it could have been a life situation or about something they learned about other people. In high school, nobody leaves the same person they were before they entered, but the change varies depending on the person and their high school experience. And as we get older, the more and more we will continue to change and grow, consciously or unconsciously. During these past 4 years, we've been through many obstacles, but we persevered, which took a lot of determination. We had to develop, we had to grow as individuals, put our childish ways behind us. We had to be empathetic. High school is where empathy transformed us from strangers into friends and made challenges feel less daunting. We had to be trustworthy. High school taught us that trust wasn't given, but something earned through actions, whether that was teachers, students, or friends. We had to be equitable. In high school, equanimity to us meant remaining centered in the face of uncertainty like during our freshman year of COVID. We had to be responsible. Responsibility in high school meant owning our actions and their consequences, and being able to put what we want to do aside and do what we need to do first. We had to motivate each other. Support in high school wasn't just a gesture, but a lifeline, lifting each other, encouraging friends, and inspiring greatness in each other. We had to be independent. The older we get, the more independent we have to be, whether that's getting a job or filling out your own college applications. Nice. High school taught us that a simple act of kindness could brighten someone's day. When we had our good days, showing kindness helped bring positivity and less concern. Accountability. High school is where we learn the power of holding ourselves and others responsible. Owning up to our mistakes and being able to make change. Thankful. No matter how hard senior year was, we had to be grateful for things, people, and opportunities that we have that others may not have had. Inspiring. There were times when we helped each other and inspired one another. Inspiration thrived in high school through shared dreams and aspirations. Open-minded. High school taught us that open-mindedness was the key to growth, acceptance, and new outcomes. And noble-hearted, because throughout life, it takes more than just you. We have to be selfless with good intentions. We were made like diamonds. We had to be put through difficult situations to shine brighter and to bounce back better than ever. The same way diamonds were produced through extreme heat and pressure, but after all that, it shines brighter than ever. I've never been the student who talked a lot or made many friends. I would say I'm very introverted, but being around all of you really helped me open up as a person. As classmates, it's not required that you like every single one, but regardless of that, we all got along in the end, no matter who had a problem with who. Being a part of the class of 2024 has been a roller coaster, especially with so many outgoing, big, extroverted personalities. I think that's what made high school fun in a way because everybody is so different. It's kind of like living in a house filled with bad little kids. Although not all of us got along at some point, we didn't allow that to stop us from walking across the stage. Just as many friendships were created, many were broken. But regardless of how many of us remain friends, we are still here at the same destination, at the same time, proud to be here today, to be done with high school. Nobody quite understands how hard the journey has been and the obstacles we went through, like the people sitting here today. We all used to love the last day of school because we knew we'd see each other again. The same time, same place, and the same people. But soon it'll be our last day, but this time we won't be coming back.
However, we can all agree that high school has taught us that success is not measured by the absence of failure, but by the ability to rise again and be more determined than before. It has taught us that setbacks are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. It has taught us that true strength lies not in perfection, but in our willingness to keep pushing forward, even when the odds are stacked against us. High school put us through countless challenges, from rigorous academics to personal struggles, but through it all, our friendships have remained a constant source of strength and comfort. Although we are all different with different outlooks on life, when high school and life was kicking our butts and it was too much to carry at the time, we had each other, to cry on each other's shoulder and to stand up for one another. Never would have thought that I would become friends or close with the people I am close with now. But I'm grateful for all those unexpected friendships and bonds with all those females in Robichaud who not only comforted me, but who comforted each other. Many females at Robichaud I have encountered helped me open up and speak more and to live and learn. Big thanks to CNA girlies. We really made it through this whole school year together. Love you guys. We all can agree it was emotional, hard, but we all made it. As kids, we envision ourselves in the future differently. I'm pretty sure if any of us look back in the past, this was not how we would have imagined it. On to my thanks. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Without his strength, love, and guidance, I never would have. Without his strength, love, and guidance, I never would have made it through the first year of high school. Lord knows how hard life is without him. The two greatest lessons that I've learned throughout high school because of God is that no one can judge you no matter what. No matter what sin or mistake you made. A sin is a sin and a mistake is a mistake, no matter how big or small. The second thing I've learned is that all trials and tribulations we go through are used to build us, humble us, and strengthen us. Because once you get out of one hardship, you know you can overcome another. And you know not to judge nobody, not to judge the next because you know what it was like. Some people would say it's a parent's job to provide for their kids because they didn't ask to be here. And some parents do just that. But there's a difference between providing for your child and loving, disciplining, respecting, supporting, comforting, trusting, and encouraging them. I know I'm blessed enough to have a mother who doesn't just provide, but does all the above. With that being said, I would like to say thank you, Mom, for doing what a mother should do and more. I couldn't have made it without you, literally and metaphorically. One of the teachers that had the biggest impact on me is Miss Wagner. You have encouraged and supported us in so many ways. From the beginning, you were so welcoming to any and all students, whether they were your students or not. Not only can we tell you want the best for your students, but we see it through your actions. We've been patient, you have been patient with us, and we all know how annoying and hard-headed these kids are nowadays. You have encouraged us to get our work done, and if we can't do something, to figure out another way. I would also like to thank a few more teachers who, to me, not only did their job, but they went above and beyond in some shape or form. Teachers who really seem to care whether we graduated or not. So thank you to Ms. Dunn, Mr. Lewis, Ms. Ray, Sergeant Jackson, and Mr. Cunningham. Thank you, Mr. Marlette and Ms. Smith, who always seem to make some kind of corny jokes to help brighten up the day just a little. Some advice I would like to give to the class of 2024 is, 1, don't let temporary feelings make long-term decisions. 2, there is no right time to do anything. You just have to go out there and do it. Just like if a person waits for the perfect weather, they will never plant their seeds. And 3, don't compare yourself to other people and think that you are not doing enough because everybody's journey and path is different. So save yourself the stress and stop thinking you have to be at a certain point in your life when you don't. Lastly, I hope and pray that everybody achieves their goals, be successful, and be a better person than they were yesterday. Let's make sure we celebrate the end of this chapter and celebrate the start of something new. Thank you, everybody, for staying up during my speech. At this time, Andre Moss will give us his address. Mr. Moss.
Good evening to the members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Simmons, parents, families, and the class of 2024. My name is Andre Moss, and it is an honor to stand here today as the Westwood North Academy and Westwood Virtual Representative for the class of 2024. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all my fellow Westwood graduates, their families, and all those who, all those who helped every one of us on our journeys up to this point. As for my journey, there are a few people I must thank tonight, but I have to start with my big sister, LaShanae. My sister has been the one constant presence in my life, providing me with tough love and unconditional support through everything. This hasn't always been easy for her, as there have been many times when I didn't follow the path I knew was right, and instead stubbornly pursued my own. LaShanae, I am sorry for the trials and tribulations I brought upon myself and for being so hard-headed. I would have not been here today without your support, and tonight, I need you to know that I love and appreciate you. Sorry. I also must take a moment to thank my teacher, Mr. Williams. After my accident, I lost confidence, and my life seemed to be at an all-time low. My outlook on life was not the most positive, but with his help, I have been able to find my way back to a place where I regained my old self. Mr. Williams has always been a huge supporter and inspiration, helping me grow as an individual and a man. I know that there have been times where I may not have been open to his speeches and lectures, but now I understand how much they have meant to me. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for your kindness, patience, and empathy. It is important not to let others' perspective of you affect your own self-perception, which is a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Never let anyone alter your point of view. No one can tell you how you feel or think. In late 2021, when I lost my arm, it was a setback for something greater. But if that was a chapter in my life that I had to overcome, I did it. And I was happy that I lost. And I was happy I lost my arm because God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And I will always prevail through his will. What I would like to leave with you is to never let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do. So to the class of 2024, I would like to say congratulations for this major accomplishment. As you prepare for the next step in your journey, as you take those steps, it is important to remember to believe in yourself, believe your dreams, and pursue them with dedication and perseverance. Never give up, and never quit. Thank you all.
Oh, let's give another round of applause for Mr. Moss. Let's give another round of applause for all of our student speakers. All right. I am pleased to introduce our keynote speaker. Coach Tyrone Wheatley is a 1991 graduate of Robichaud High School. He played varsity football, basketball, track and field. He won several state championships, set records in track and field, and was named Michigan's Football Player of the Year. After graduating from Robichaud, Coach Wheatley played college football at the University of Michigan, the national champion University of Michigan Wolverines. Coach Wheatley then went on to play 10 years in the NFL for the New York Giants and the former Oakland Raiders. After his playing days were finished, he then began his coaching career, coaching in both college and the professional ranks. Currently, Coach Wheatley is the head football coach of Wayne State University. He received a degree in sports management from the University of Michigan. He is married to Kimberly, and they are the parents of 5 children. Please welcome Coach Wheatley back to Robichaud graduation as he gives his keynote address.
I would like to thank, go Blue. I'd like to thank Dr. Simmons, Principal Mallett, and the board of Westwood. This is a distinct honor. This is incredible. Come a long ways from having a graduation in the gym at Robichaud, but this is incredible. And I'm up here right now, and I'm just going to tell you this. I don't know how I'm going to follow these speeches that was given today. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to do my best. What I would also like to do is for the parents, I call it the village. For the parents, can you please rise? Because we want to give you your flowers right now. Because like they said, I am the father of 5, and my beautiful wife, Kimberly, did a lot of the heavy lifting, but I understand and know what it feels like to, I forgot a book, or I didn't do my homework, and I got to stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning to get it done, and you're helping them get there. So I understand that. And to the teachers, I appreciate you. As a young man, I came into Robichaud as a jagged piece of glass, and the teachers helped round me into a smooth piece of fine art of work that you guys helped mold me into. So thank you very much as well. So give the teachers a round of applause. To the class of 2024, I stand before you humble, because as your keynote speaker, I have to deliver an address to you that's going to help you forward your life. And this is not an easy task. I sat and I thought and I pondered, like, what am I going to say to this group? The one thing I would like you to understand is I have many accolades, I've done a lot of things, but it was eloquently said that success isn't about money. Success is just basically fulfilling your dreams and your goals. And only you know what your dreams and your goals are. So that's fulfilling them. But I also want you to understand is adversity. You're going to be met with a lot of it. And thank goodness I had 2 praying grandmothers. And I would hear these verses over and over and over. And my grandma Wheatley would tell me all the time, as I would go visit her, and I would say, Grandma, I'm bored. She would say, boy, Ain't no such thing as bored. Go to work. And she would read this to me all the time. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you shall eat of it in all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face you shall eat your bread. As I got old enough, it just kept ringing in my ears. It just kept ringing in my ears. And I had to go back and I kind of deciphered it on my own. And so when it says, curse is the ground for your sake, and I said, well, how in the world would it be cursed for my sake? So when you think about it, when it says, for your sake, it's the interest of your own health, right? Work. A lot of our minds get idle, and we all know what the idle mind is, right? It's the devil's playground. You go to work, keep yourself working. It also keeps you fit. The next one is toil. I said, what the world is toil? To work hard and long. To work hard and long, because it's going to prepare you for the next one. Both thorns and thistles shall bring forth for you. So what the thorns and thistle is, and Coach Denny, I call him Coach, I'm sorry, Mr. Hall, right? So he's still my coach. But like he said, there are going to be haters out there. There's going to be adversity. So we already know it's going to be thorns and thistles in your way. You got to work through it. You got to forge through it. And it gives you calluses, it gives you scars, but those scars gives you character. In the sweat of your brow you shall eat. Because my grandma used to always say, boy, you better not touch that food first. And the parents understand this one. The big piece of chicken goes to granddaddy. Right? What that means is I didn't work, so I don't eat first. Okay? My other grandmother, Grandma Clark, which was my mother's mother, and I would go sit down a lot of times and I'd be, Grandma, I'm tired. She said, boy, you're too young to be tired. You're too young to be tired. I'd be like, what? And so I just need a nap. And this was her verse to me. Proverbs 6:6-11. Go to the ant, O sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. Without her having chief officer or ruler, she prepares her bread in the summer and gathers her food in harvest. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? When will you rise from your sleep? A little longer, folding your hands, resting? And poverty will come upon you like a robber and rob you like an armed man. And so what I took from that was, like I say, as I got older, and I wanted to become this football player. I wanted to run in the Olympics. I wanted to do all these great things. And she would walk past me and say, as I would sit on the couch eating cookies, she would sit there and say, oh, Olympian, huh? All right. I would go to my other grandmother's house. Want to go to the NFL, huh? But it was always met with hard work, hard work. Once again, some of the parents will understand this. In my grandmother's house, you couldn't sleep past 8 o'clock because you was woke up to the smell of pine sol and bleach. And what that means is you're going to clean. And I'm not talking about just a clean. It's a deep clean, right? It is a deep clean. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand is when I was met with adversity, when I was met with times where I didn't think I was going to make it, like when football practices back in the day when we were practicing, the term was water made you weak. They didn't give us water. So what I did was it taught me how to prepare the day before. You prep the day before. I drank all the water I could the day before. I stretched the night before, which led me for those thorns and thistles I was going to have to go through the next day. So never, ever go into a situation saying you can't. Never go into anything saying that it's too hard. Just put your head down and go to work. Now, the biggest thing we also need to understand about work is there are many people that are tied to your dreams. I come to you as one, but I stand with 10,000. What does that mean? I went through a lot of trials and tribulations in my youth. I dropped out of school in the 7th grade. A lot of people don't know that. I dropped out of school in the 7th grade. I had to watch a young brother and a young sister. But until I opened my mouth and I started to share what I wanted to do, people came to help. They came to help. And once I started to express my dreams and my goals and my aspirations, they held me accountable, just like my grandmothers did. Just like my grandmothers did. So when you think about your dreams, dream big. Go for it. But here's the next thing, and it goes back to work. Your work ethic must be larger and bigger than your dreams. Because I was once told, you can't ball on a budget, right? You can't get your dreams on a budget either. And just like that ant, you can't eat the harvest if you haven't stored it up before then. It's like depositing $1 and going back next week and saying, I want $1 million. So if you want that, you must have that work ethic. And the last thing I want to leave you, and I want to get you guys out of here quick, because I know the babies are crying, and I see some yawning. I get it. We're going to get you out of here. All right? We're going to get you out of here. The biggest thing is my grandmothers used to talk about your perception is your reality. And my kids get tired of this, and I say it all the time, right? But what they was really talking about was construct. What they was really talking about was construct. And I want to leave you with this definition of construct. Construct is an idea or theory containing various conceptual elements, typically ones considered to be subjective and not based on empirical evidence. Well, the empirical evidence is meaning that it's unrefuted. You can't refute it. The empirical evidence that my grandmothers bestowed upon me were those 2 Bible verses, which led me to understand that opportunity, right? Opportunity is a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. But the next word in opportunity is circumstances, which we all have. And this is the key point of getting you to how to succeed and fulfill your dreams. Everybody wants an opportunity, but it's that word circumstances. A fact or conditions connected with or relevant to an event or an action. A lot of times I would get upset and I would cry, I would throw fits, and my grandmother would say, boy, I don't care about your attitude. Crying, where's crying going to get you? And so when I go back to my circumstances, what are the facts? What are the conditions that's relevant for what you want to do? So the next thing my kids get tired of, and I tell them all the time, here's 2 things we have to change in our thought of process in this world. A, we have to stop using the word mistake and start saying decisions. It's not a mistake, it's just a bad decision. And I know a lot of people will look at me kind of funny, but the word sacrifice. Stop using the word sacrifice, because if you want to do something that's never been done before, you have to go places and do things you've never done before. So there's no such thing as sacrifice. It's only a plan, prioritize, and proceed. Because if it's in your plan, it's a priority. And if it's a priority, you're not giving it up. Because once again, going back to your circumstances and the opportunity that you want, is it relevant? And if it's relevant, then it's a priority. My senior year, I couldn't wait for prom. Man, I heard you guys talking about going to Cedar Point, because for us, after prom, you go to Cedar Point. I mean, it was just a big thing. I couldn't wait for it. And I went to my student president, my senior president, and I said, hey, listen, the state meet is on the 2nd of June. Can you not, schedule the prom around that time? She said, okay, we'll think about it. Wait a minute, think about it. Just please, can you not do it? But at the end of the day, guess what happened? They scheduled it right around the state meet. And people said, man, you got a choice to make. I said, no, I don't. I don't have a choice to make. I'm going to the state meet. Because what's relevant is I had a goal to be the only man in the state of Michigan to win 4 individual state championships. And that day, we did it. And when I say we did it, we won the state championship. There were 6 other guys who just decided to opt out of prom and go to the state championship. And we won it. We won it. Did we miss the prom? No, we didn't. because God has a way of working things out. They rescheduled the prom. I was able to win a state championship and go to prom. So as long as you're working, and I want you guys to finish this if you know it, as long as you're working and you're toiling in that soil, and by the sweat of your brow you shall eat. But if you just continue to take one step, he'll take what? He'll take two. Thank you very much, class of 2024. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Wheatley, for your words of wisdom. At this time, Dr. Simmons has a presentation for you.
Coach Wheatley, on behalf of the Board of Education and Administration, we thank you for coming back and giving back. We thank you for your words of wisdom and inspiration. And you know, personally, I like you or how you look in the green and gold representing Wayne State University. However, I think everybody here loves you in the red and black. So we have our Bulldog swag, or again, as the young folks say, Bulldog drip. Keep you in the red and black.
Thank you, sir.
Represented well. Thank you.
All right. At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas to our class of 2024 graduates. Robichaud High School will receive their diplomas first, followed by Westwood North Academy, and then Westwood Virtual Academy. We ask that all guests hold their applause until all students receive their diploma so that we can hear the student names being read. Thank you.
All right, let us begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who has that horn, but please, let's stop that down for right now. We're about to begin this right now. Superintendent Simmons. The faculty of Hamilton J. Robichaud High School certifies that the young men and women seated before you have fulfilled all of the requirements of the prescribed course of study and recommend that all will be awarded a diploma from Hamilton J. Robichaud High School.
Hamilton J. Robichaud High School, class of 2024, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Westwood Board of Education in the state of Michigan, I hereby confer the diplomas of graduation with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Honor Johnson. Nariah Jones. Sierra Jones. Malachi Moss Clopton. Maya Riley Vincent. Selena Hood. Fitha Abdul Rashid. Abdullah Baradan. Zainab Al-Abid. Miriam Al-Kahel. Ayana Askew. Victoria Bell. Tyrese Brown. Thank you. Ariana Buchanan. Denaya Cheney. Deron Clay. Elijah Kraut. Amaya Cummings. Leah Curtis. Talisa Dorsey. Dewan Gathing. Robert Garner. Abraham Groves. Kimberly Friday. Khaled Habis. Brianna Hill. Allure Holcomb. Jervon Holly. Artia Hoskins. Haley Hoovener. Corday Jackson. Zanaya Jefferson Gillespie. Christian Jones. Katie Bella Lindsay. Jabril Mason. Delon McClinton. Maya Muhammad. Jacob Moran. Jordan Moore. Malik Moss Clopton. Iman Miles. Taquan Owens. Nevaeh Paler. Marcus Petway. James Hill. Nevaeh Pierce. Michaela Hope. Nathaniel Sands. Angela Sanders. Victoria Sanders. Emel Shator. Stephen Shop. Bryson Snyder. Damian Tadrison. Luciana Vasquez Perez. Javon Walker. Alea Williams. Alasia Witcher.
Superintendent Simmons. The faculty of Westwood North Academy certifies that the young men and women seated before you have fulfilled all of the requirements of the prescribed course of study and recommends that they are awarded a diploma from Westwood North Academy.
Westwood North Academy, class of 2024, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Board of Education in the state of Michigan, I hereby confer the diplomas of graduation with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Andre Moss. Jayla Bankston. Jaquan Bigham. Aaron Bynum. John Chavis Lacey. Deja Greer. Kayla Hedge. Amari McDonald. Joshua Seals. Sarah Shaban. Micah Taylor. Alexandria Thames. Alasia Walls.
Superintendent Simmons, the faculty of Westwood Virtual Academy certifies that the young men and women seated before you have fulfilled all of the requirements of the prescribed course of study and recommends that they are awarded a diploma from Westwood Virtual Academy.
Westwood Virtual Academy, class of 2024, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Westwood Board of Education and the state of Michigan, I hereby confer the diplomas of graduation with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Abdul Al Hassana. Noor Al Masawi. Muhammad Al Dabi. Maurice Bangu. Tyra Carter. Ray Cody III. Tiana Diston. Gabriella Ferraru. Brielle Ford. Ahmad Murhi. Antonio Pratt.
Thank you, Antonio.
Cato Pratt. Cesaria Sandusky. Nicholas Smith. Kaya Spearman. Christina Tellerico. Kamari White. And Haley Jerschmidt.
Westwood Virtual Academy Class of 2024, please be seated. Congratulations, Class of 2024. Graduates, I challenge you to go and use the knowledge that you have gained and participate successfully in the world. Choose work that will benefit mankind. Give back to your community, protect the environment, and bring justice and peace to all. Take pride in all that you do. Promise to hold yourself in high regard, and persevere through any obstacle that may come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain at your seats until all of the graduates and staff members have processed from this area and into the lobby. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of this glorious evening.
There's one more thing to do. We are preparing for the end of our graduation ceremony. All guests are to remain in your seats until the graduates leave the theater. Security, please ensure the aisles remain clear for the recessional. To the class of 2024, please rise. In order to be official graduates for the class of 2024, there is just one thing left to do. Class of 2024, in order to culminate your high school graduation, please move your tassel from right to left. I now pronounce you graduates of the Westwood Community School District.